Liv Morgan slams Rhea Ripley after WWE WrestleMania 41 contract signing. On a dramatic episode of WWE Raw, Rhea Ripley made a bold statement by storming into the ring during a crucial contract signing segment for the Women's World title match at WrestleMania 41. The segment, which featured Women's World Champion Io Sky and her challenger Bianca Belair, took an unexpected turn when Ripley, angry over her recent loss to Sky, violently interfered, effectively forcing her way into the highly anticipated match. This chaotic moment has ignited a fiery war of words between Ripley and other WWE superstars, including Liv Morgan, who has since criticized Ripley's actions. The stage is set, a shocking twist in the Women's World title picture. The scene on WWE Raw was set for a dramatic contract signing between Women's World Champion Io Sky and Bianca Belair, the challenger for the title at WrestleMania 41. Fans had already started buzzing with excitement about what the WrestleMania match would bring, particularly given the build-up between Sky and Belair. But things took an unexpected turn when Rhea Ripley's interference shook up the entire WrestleMania landscape. Weeks prior, Rhea Ripley had been expected to challenge Bianca Belair at WrestleMania 41. The two women had built up considerable tension, and fans had anticipated a hard-hitting showdown between the two powerhouses at the grand stage. However, Ripley's trajectory to WrestleMania changed when Io Sky scored a shocking victory over Ripley, completely altering the championship landscape. Sky's victory threw Ripley's plans into disarray, leaving the SmackDown superstar without a clear path to the WrestleMania Women's World title match. Ripley had been riding high with her dominance over the division, but Sky's unexpected win created an opening for Belair to step into the spotlight. As WWE Raw continued, Ripley appeared visibly frustrated at the changes to her future, and she wasn't about to sit idly by while others carved their place in the WrestleMania main event. Ripley takes matters into her own hands. During the contract signing on WWE Raw, tensions between Io Sky and Bianca Belair were already at a boiling point. Both women had come face-to-face to sign the contract for their WrestleMania 41 match. The atmosphere was charged, with fans eager to see the two stars take their rivalry to the next level at the biggest event of the year. However, before the signatures were even dry, Rhea Ripley made her presence felt. In a moment of pure chaos, Ripley charged into the ring, visibly enraged at her exclusion from the WrestleMania title picture. She quickly took aim at Belair, still blaming her for the loss that had cost Ripley her shot at the title. Without warning, Ripley launched into a brutal assault, shoving Belair aside in the heat of the moment. This aggression only escalated as Ripley violently headbutted Belair, sending the Raw superstar crashing onto the contract signing table. Not content with just the attack on Belair, Ripley continued her rampage by kicking Sky to the ground. As the chaos unfolded, Ripley then powerbombed Sky onto Belair, causing the table to break in the process. The destruction and the violent display left the entire arena stunned. Ripley then grabbed the contract, signing her name and inserting herself into the WrestleMania 41 Women's World title match, much to the shock of both competitors and fans alike. Adam Pearce's disapproval and the fallout. Ripley's actions did not go unnoticed. WWE Raw General Manager Adam Pearce quickly came to the ring, attempting to regain control of the situation. Pearce condemned Ripley's actions, calling her behavior childish and unprofessional. He compared her antics to dealing with a spoiled child, making it clear that the interference would not go unpunished. Despite Pearce's reprimand, Ripley remained defiant, standing tall with her name on the contract. The addition of Ripley into the WrestleMania 41 Women's World title match not only turned heads, but set the stage for a highly unpredictable showdown between three of the most formidable women in WWE. But the chaos didn't end there. Liv Morgan calls out Ripley for her desperation. Following the chaotic scenes on WWE Raw, Liv Morgan, a longtime rival of Rhea Ripley, didn't hold back in voicing her criticism. Morgan, who has been part of the women's division for years, took to social media and other platforms to express her disdain for Ripley's actions. According to Morgan, Ripley's desperation to be part of the WrestleMania title picture was a sign of weakness. Morgan called out Ripley for essentially forcing her way into the title match, branding her actions as a desperate attempt to stay relevant in the women's division. Liv Morgan made it clear that Ripley's dominance was not enough to secure her a place in the match, and that she had resorted to manipulation and underhanded tactics to secure her spot. Morgan's remarks were filled with venom as she accused Ripley of being afraid of being left out of the spotlight, even if it meant undermining the integrity of the WrestleMania match. The road to WrestleMania 41 gets even more intense. As the dust settles on Ripley's chaotic interference, one thing is certain. WrestleMania, for one, just became a lot more unpredictable. With Ripley's forceful inclusion, the stakes of the women's world title match have been raised, and fans can expect fireworks when these three women step into the ring at WrestleMania. The addition of Ripley to the title match has brought new drama and intrigue to an already heated rivalry. Will Ripley's bold move prove to be the perfect strategy, or will it backfire as Morgan's comments suggest? Fans will have to wait and see as the storylines continue to unfold in the weeks leading up to WrestleMania 41. In the meantime, all eyes are on Ripley, Belair, and Sky as they prepare for what promises to be a WrestleMania clash for the ages. With the title on the line, the road to WrestleMania 41 has never been more exciting, and the drama is only just beginning. Liv Morgan slams Rhea Ripley as desperate following WWE Raw contract signing. Liv Morgan has strongly criticized Rhea Ripley after her controversial actions during the WWE Raw contract signing for the women's world title match at WrestleMania 41. Ripley, furious after her shocking loss to Io Sky, stormed the ring and forcefully inserted herself into the title picture by signing the contract, potentially turning the match into a triple threat. In a recent social media post, Morgan expressed her displeasure with Ripley's actions, calling her desperate and accusing her of trying too hard to be included in the WrestleMania 41 match. Morgan wrote, "She wanted to be included so bad," voicing her frustration over Ripley's blatant interference in the rivalry between Sky and Bianca Belair. Morgan, who has had her own battles with Ripley in brutal steel cage matches in Dortmund and Hanover, may have come up short, but she refuses to support Ripley's controversial move. The altercation on WWE Raw began when Ripley stormed into the ring during the contract signing between Belair and Sky, both of whom were preparing for their highly anticipated showdown at WrestleMania 41. Ripley, still seething over her title loss to Sky, laid out both women with a vicious headbutt to Belair and a powerbomb to Sky, breaking the table in the process. She then signed the contract, forcing her way into the match despite no formal invitation. The backlash was swift, with Bianca Belair also firing back at Ripley, forcing her way into the match despite no formal invitation. The backlash was swift, with Bianca Belair also firing back at Ripley,